Hey everyone, welcome to the Beautiful Life Today channel. My name is Chris. Today I want to talk about how to get rid of negative thinking, how to delete self-defeating thoughts. A lot of us struggle with negative thinking. It's not just for the select few out there that happen to have that issue. It's simply a product of human nature. It's a product of being human, where thoughts come up that bring back terrible memories, or thoughts come up that are worrisome about the future, and thoughts come up that are related to a particular situation that you may have been through or about a particular person. And a lot of people struggle with being able to overcome those thoughts. So today I want to talk about 5 tips that I found particularly useful for overcoming negative thinking and getting rid of negative thoughts. So here we go. So this is a 5-step process. The first step is to recognize the thought immediately when it occurs. I stress immediately because if you let the thought fester in your mind, there's a fair likelihood that it's going to turn into a big emotional bubble and storm that you really don't want to happen, because that can just mess up your whole day. Or longer. You want to recognize that thought, isolate that thought, and that is a major step right there. A lot of people don't even realize that a lot of the negative emotions that they're feeling stem from a particular thought about a particular situation. Let's say, for example, there isn't a particular situation from your past that you're thinking about that came up. It could be you watching the news about the economy, and you just get frustrated, and you see all these different things happening, maybe politics, whatever it may be. All of a sudden, after you're done watching the news, you just feel like, like this big weight was just put on your shoulders. Like this big, brick was just put on your back, and you just don't know where it came from. There's a fair chance your mind was mulling over the things that you were just watching, what you were just listening to. And I'm going to get more into that topic in a moment, but I want to really encourage you to first recognize where that thought came from. Recognize where your emotion came from. Your emotion stemmed from a thought. So recognize that thought, and you're already ahead of the game. So after you recognize the thought, you want to say no to the thought. If you can actually say out loud no, that'll help. By saying no out loud, or if you can't say it out loud, say it inwardly. But it has such a massive impact when you're actually able to just strike that negative thought down to zero by just saying no. I don't agree. No. And it is such a powerful thing to do. Let's say, for example, you're frustrated about a particular friend that did you wrong, and you just feel this resentment and anger come up inside of you. You want to say no. And it's not that the no implies a whole bunch of different things. It really is just a matter of saying no to the thought, no to the emotion attached to the thought. It's a powerful word, no. Don't accept the thought. By accepting the thought and holding on to it, you are saying, yes, I'm willing to mull this over in my head and get lost in the emotion attached to the thought. Don't get lost in that emotion. Just say no. And you'll be surprised how fast that thought is silenced after you recognize it and say no to it. Saying no, in essence, is like popping the balloon on that negative thought. You literally just destroyed that balloon, and you took the air out of it. And that's ultimately what you want to do with negative thinking or negative thoughts. So the third step is to flip the script and start thinking positively. The moment you say no to the negative thought, start filling your mind up with positive things, happy things. Start thinking about things that you're grateful for. Start thinking about things just around you that you're happy about. Everyone can find something in their life that they are truly grateful for. Just because everything isn't going perfectly in your life right now does not mean that there isn't something out there that you can be happy about, that you can be grateful for. I stress the word grateful because when you have a thankful mindset, your heart, your mind, everything just aligns in a much more positive direction. In the moment, you're just at a moment of peace when you're able to really meditate and think about the things that you're just happy about, that you're thankful for. And there's something, I promise you, there's something in your life that you can be grateful for. So really think about those things in this third step. So the fourth step, after meditating and thinking about things that you're truly thankful for, and that you're happy about in your life. The fourth step is to start surrounding yourself with encouraging things. You have three gates. You have your ear gate, you have your eye gate, and you have your mouth gate. So through all of those channels, you want to just surround yourself as much as possible with things that will encourage you, things that will lift your spirits. So for example, with your eye gate, you want to watch things that are encouraging. You want to shut off anything negative on television. So if that means in the moment you have to turn off the negative news, whatever it may be that makes you smile, turn that on, something that will just encourage you and brighten your day. Listen to encouraging music. Some of the music that I like to listen to, brighten my mood. I love very calm, relaxing music. It just really brings me to a really calm, peaceful place. I also like to watch encouraging and empowering YouTube videos. So one of my favorite is Leah Tarunin. I love watching her videos on YouTube. I also love my Joyce Meyer. I love my Joel Osteen. I listen to so many encouraging, empowering people out there. So if you have to do that on a daily basis to really get your mind right, do it. And there's so many people out there that are encouraging, just really trying to make you feel better about yourself. So get on the bandwagon, start watching those videos, and trust me, you'll feel a lot better. And with your mouth, you want to be careful what you're saying. You may say, oh, I'm okay, I'm not thinking negatively, but watch what you're saying, because you may have convinced yourself that, oh, I'm okay, I'm in peace, nothing's bothering me, nothing's going to get me down. But then all of a sudden you just start saying negative thing after negative thing. And if you can't catch that, a friend of yours, especially an encouraging friend, is going to say like, are you okay? You sure you're okay? Because you're sounding kind of negative. So if you actually hear people saying that back to you, that you sound negative, you really want to hold up. What's going on? Where is this frustration? Where is this emotion coming from? Because ultimately what you speak out is a reflection of what's going on in your heart and in your mind. The last step in my 5 steps of getting rid of negative thinking is to let go. Let go of the past. Embrace the present and stop worrying about your future. At this moment, there might be something that you are, frustrated about or angry about in your past. And at this moment, you might be concerned about a particular thing happening in your future, or maybe something not happening in your future. You're wondering, when is this thing that I'm hoping for going to happen? Is this thing going to happen? I encourage you to be able to truly move forward in a peaceful way. You need to let go of the past and the things that happened in your past, and you have to let go of the future because it's not here yet. The one thing that is in front of you right now is your present moment, at this moment. So embrace this moment. That's all there is, right? You can't physically look at the past, right? It's not there. It's, it's gone. It's done with. Whatever happened, happened. And you can't physically look at the future, right? I can't look into my future. I don't know what's going to happen a minute from now or a second from now. I don't know. And that's okay. I trust that the best way for me to live, and I know that the best way to live is not in the past because it doesn't exist, and not in the future because I don't know what the future holds, although I'm believing for the best. Whatever is happening in your present moment right now, embrace it, enjoy it, and just let go of all the other stuff that was in your head. Just take a moment right now. Embrace the silence of this moment and just let it go. Let it go. So that's pretty much it. Those are my 5 steps for getting rid of negative thinking. I highly encourage you to check out my Mind and Body blog on thecafebelle.com. I'll put the link to that below the video. And I have plenty more videos on the way, so stay tuned. Thanks.